Naps longer than 26 minutes ruin nights. It starts innocently. You sit down in the afternoon feeling drained, your eyes burn, your focus slips. You tell yourself you'll rest for just a moment. You set no alarm, or maybe you trust your body to wake naturally. Then you wake up. Your head feels heavy, your mouth is dry, time feels warped. You're groggy, disoriented, and somehow more tired than before. Night comes, and sleep doesn't. You lie in bed wondering why you're wide awake, replaying thoughts, feeling alert when you should be drifting off. You blame stress, you blame caffeine, you blame the day. But the damage was done hours earlier, during that nap you thought would save you. If this has ever happened to you, stay with me. The reason is simpler and more frustrating than most people realize. Most people believe naps are harmless, even healthy, but sleep scientists discovered something uncomfortable. Naps that cross a specific threshold don't refresh the brain, they confuse it. That threshold is about 26 minutes. To understand why, you have to understand how sleep pressure works. From the moment you wake up in the morning, your brain begins collecting a chemical signal called adenosine. Think of it as mental weight. The longer you stay awake, the heavier it gets. By night, that pressure pulls you naturally toward sleep. A short nap gently releases some pressure without resetting the system. You wake clearer, lighter, functional. But longer naps do something very different. At around the 25 to 30 minute mark, the brain begins sliding into deeper sleep stages. Muscle tone drops, brain waves slow, the nervous system shifts gears. And when you wake from that state, the brain doesn't reset cleanly. It fragments. This is why long naps feel awful at first. The grogginess, the confusion, the irritability. That feeling has a name: sleep inertia. But the more dangerous effect doesn't show up until later. If this explanation is clicking, quietly like this video. It helps this reach people who are stuck in the same cycle. That nap stole sleep pressure from the night. Not all of it, just enough. So when bedtime arrives, the brain isn't heavy enough to sink fully into sleep. You feel tired, but not sleepy. Restless, but wired. Your body wants rest. Your brain refuses to shut down. You stay awake longer. Sleep becomes lighter. You wake more often. This is how long naps quietly sabotage nights. The brain is not built for 2 main sleep episodes in one day. Humans evolved to consolidate sleep at night. When you split it incorrectly, the system resists. There was a corporate consultant named James who relied on afternoon naps to survive long workdays. His naps stretched to 45 minutes, sometimes an hour. He felt productive afterward, briefly, but his nights deteriorated. Sleep onset drifted later. He began waking at 3 a.m. His mornings grew foggier. When he shortened his naps to under half an hour, his nights repaired themselves within a week. No medication, no routines, just timing. Here's the part most people miss. The brain does not care how tired you feel. It only cares how much sleep pressure remains. You can feel exhausted and still not sleep if adenosine has been drained too early. This is why people say, "I'm tired all day, but wide awake at night." Long naps are one of the fastest ways to create that paradox. If you've ever felt tired but awake, comment pressure. It tells me you're following this closely. Another hidden factor is circadian timing. In the early afternoon, your body naturally dips in alertness. This is not a signal to sleep deeply. It's a signal to rest lightly. When you nap deeply during this window, you blur the boundary between day and night. The brain begins to lose clarity about when sleep should happen. Over time, bedtime drifts later, wake time drifts later, energy becomes inconsistent. People assume they're night owls. Often, they're just over-nappers. Long naps also disrupt REM sleep later at night. REM is prioritized when sleep pressure is high. When pressure is partially relieved during the day, REM gets shortened or fragmented at night. This leads to emotional sensitivity, vivid dreams, and waking unrested. The irony is brutal. The nap you took to feel better today steals from tomorrow. This doesn't mean naps are bad. It means naps must be precise. The most restorative naps end before the brain crosses into deep sleep. Around 20 to 26 minutes, the brain refreshes alertness without dismantling sleep pressure. Short naps improve focus, reaction time, and mood without harming nighttime sleep. Long naps feel indulgent, but neurologically they're expensive. Another common mistake is napping too late. Even a short nap after 4 p.m. can delay nighttime sleep by pushing back the body's internal clock. The brain interprets late sleep as a schedule shift. This is why people who nap late struggle to fall asleep on time. The safest window is early afternoon. The safest length is under half an hour. There's also a psychological effect. When naps become a coping strategy, the brain learns that exhaustion will be rescued later. This reduces urgency to sleep properly at night. Sleep discipline quietly erodes until the nap stops working. Many people trapped in insomnia cycles nap longer and longer trying to compensate, unknowingly deepening the problem. The solution isn't more naps, it's better ones. If you need to nap, keep it short, set an alarm, rest lightly. Even closing your eyes and breathing calmly for 10 minutes can restore alertness without draining sleep pressure. Nighttime sleep must remain the main event. Your brain wants one deep, consolidated rest period. When it gets fragments instead, it rebels. If you constantly feel the urge to nap longer than 30 minutes, it's not a sign naps are saving you. It's a sign your nighttime sleep is already compromised. Fix the night, and the nap urge fades. The greatest sleep mistake isn't staying up late. It's sleeping too much at the wrong time. Tonight, if you struggle to fall asleep, don't ask what you did before bed. Ask what you did after lunch. Because sleep doesn't begin at night. It begins with how much pressure you allowed to build during the day. If this changed how you think about naps, follow and subscribe. This channel is about understanding sleep, not fighting it. And tomorrow, I'll explain why forcing yourself to stay awake in the afternoon can sometimes backfire, and how to rest without ruining your night.